So, Animaniacs, Hulu, and Warner Brothers basically dropped the teaser trailer for the second season, confirming that it'll be coming out in November. And I will, well, first of all, I'll provide the date of the, premiere in November, as when it's going to happen, in the title as well as in the description. But anyway, when the first season dropped, the first season, like any first season, was to establish or re-establish who the characters were, basically, set the tone and the setting of, what we were going to be in store for, as well as have the characters themselves, the Warners that is, acknowledge that in real time, 30 something years had passed and things were a lot more different than they were back in the 90s. So with that all set in stone, basically, the foot basically being firmly planted into the ground, excuse me, the question now is, with the second season, how much more, pushy can it get? Because we know the first season pretty much established that even though things had changed, that they were still the same Animaniacs, they were still the same Warners and everything, that they pushed agendas, they pushed the envelope at times. So now with the second season coming, the question is how much further can they push it, seeing as though they're now firmly established and they can let loose a little bit. Well, we'll have to see. I know that one of the things I'm pretty sure they're considering pushing the envelope on and parodying and poking fun at is the wokeness, the SJWs. I'm pretty sure they're considering that, and I'm sure they'll get some backlash on it. But in the end, it might be something that will tickle a funny bone in ways I don't think they've ever expected. But yeah, I expect them to tackle the poke fun of, tackle, parody, the woke and SJWs and Karen's situation that's going on in the world, because that's what they do. That's what they do. So I expect them to poke fun at that, touch upon that, make fun of it. I expect them to maybe touch upon and make fun of the whole rigged election deal and use their parody of Trump to, try to exploit that. I expect that to happen. I expect them maybe, and this is far-fetched in my opinion, but I expect them maybe even to, as crazy as this might sound and as offensive as this might sound, I expect them maybe to make fun of and tackle and parody what's going on with the Olympics. Basically the fact that it's a show without anybody in attendance, and the only people in attendance is just the teammates, that's there to cheer on their fellow countrymen and women. So I expect them to probably touch upon that. I expect other characters to come back. I expect that what's her name, that Julie character, to come back. I expect her to return for more encounters with Pinky and the Brain. I expect her to return. Maybe she'll be the I guess you could say the foil. Well, she's positioned as the foil, but being the foil that basically messes up their plans to take over the world. I expect her to be that, kind of like the good girl, if you will, or not the good girl, but the despicable, like kind of like a female equivalent of the Despicable Me guy, who's supposed to be a villain, but he turns good, but he still has villainous tendencies, but he uses them for good. I expect that Julie character to be the same way. I expect her to be like, someone with villainous tendencies or artistic tendencies, but she utilizes them for good. And in this case, to foil Pinky and Brain's chance to take over the world. I expect that. I also expect maybe we're going to see the return of some characters that we wanted to see return in the last season, or in the first season, but we didn't. So I expect eventually we're going to get Slappy and Skippy maybe coming back. We might get the Good Feathers maybe, I'm not really sure. Chicken Boo I know has to come back after what he was portrayed of doing originally in the first season. Minerva Mink, I know fans want to see her back, so they got to bring her back along with Newt and maybe Wilford. I hope to see them back. The other thing I think they need to do gag-wise is to bring back a lot of the gags that were associated with the likes of Animaniacs and Tiny Toons, and one of them, of course, is the lustful milk gag. I think you got to bring that back. How and when you bring it back, and who you have it brought back at, with, like who's basically the first character, male or female, that you establish that gag with, or the return of that gag with, that's up in the air. But if you're gonna bring Minerva back, which a lot of people would hope you do, she would be the one to do it with. Or even the new CEO of Warner Brothers, even though she's a human, she'd be one to do it with too. Maybe even Dot. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. I know they want to see her back along with those characters, Newt and Wilford. I know they want to see Rita and Runt back. Heck, we can do the gag with the Rita, and you can even do the gag with Slappy, believe it or not. Or even a new character. We'll see. But there's a lot of characters, hopefully, that will make the return that didn't make the return in the original first season because of reasons or something like that. But hey, if you're gonna bring those characters in, even as characters that were hunted down by Chicken Boo, who was in disguise as a hunter that wanted to basically get even with the Warners because he felt slighted or something like that, I don't know. And then to have those characters, escape and then go after Boo. I think honestly, you need to bring those characters back. You can't just tease fans with those characters, in that one episode, and not consider bringing them back. Because you know what, fans, those are the characters fans want to see, and I think honestly they need to bring those characters in somehow, some way in the second season, or at least some of them in the second season. And probably save some for the third. But yeah. Anyway, Animaniacs has put out their teaser trailer, and the second season is scheduled for November, and I cannot wait to see what they have planned for this season compared to the inaugural season, which again was made to basically set the setting, the tone, and reestablish the viewers and the characters for this new soft retcon reboot, if you will, of the series. But let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down below. Let me know how you feel in the live chat during the premiere of this video. Like the video, and I will talk to you later. And tell me, what are you looking forward to the most for Animaniacs Season 2? Who do you hope to see back? What gag do you want to see them utilize the most, like Lustful Melt and all that? What are you looking forward to mostly? Comment down below. Live chat in the premiere. And like the video, and I am out.